Merry Christmas and good morning. Of course, you're going to see this later in the day because I still have to finish editing and posting. I've been wanting to make high protein waffles, so I've been thinking about it for a while and looking at different recipes online, and some are very simple, yogurt or cottage cheese and oats, and put that in a waffle iron. Some are more complicated and very high calorie, like 500 calories with butter and sugar and rave reviews, of course. But everything that I create has to be super nutritious and has to help you get towards your goals of being fit and healthy, which you don't have to be as crazy as I am about fitness, but everyone has to eat healthy and exercise on most days. And it's just not an option. Like, I'm not just like a fanatic. I want to encourage people because I work in nursing homes where it's not just old people, it's people that didn't take care of themselves. Not always, sometimes they're unfortunate circumstances, but I see too many cases of people in my life. I'm going to be 51, so throughout my life, I've seen too many people who just didn't take care of themselves until it was too late. So I have to encourage you to do something now, to just try to make some changes. And so if I can teach you a healthy waffle recipe that is super nutritious and tastes good, hopefully it'll be a win-win. At least every other day, I try to get some source of carotenoids in my diet. I usually mention that in my videos at some point. So it seems weird, but I had this half a sweet potato left over. I thought I would just steam it. So I steamed it in some, well, I kind of steamed it, boiled it in some water before I went for my run, let it cool off. I'm going to incorporate that into my recipe. And when I came back, I analyzed my recipe so that when I make this recipe, 1/4 of the recipe is 224 calories and 22 grams of protein and like 10% to up to like 90% of all your vitamins and minerals. But it's especially going to be high in B vitamins because I'm using nutritional yeast. It's going to be a good source of omega-3s because I'm using chia seeds. Of course, you're getting a good amount of protein. 22 grams is pretty ample for something that's like a treat, more or less. And then you get 71% of your beta-carotene carotenoids. Plus you get some vitamin D and calcium because I'm using Greek yogurt. So let's get started. I'm going to try, this is totally experimental. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I started with like a half a sweet potato. It ends up being like a 5-ounce sweet potato. I don't know, like half of a big one. And I'm going to add 2 scoops, but well, actually it's like a half a cup of protein powder. And if you wanted to go, by gram weight, it was 50 grams because I weighed everything out. I have a half a cup of Greek yogurt. So seems to be a half a cup theme going on here. I have a half a cup of coconut flour, which is the same weight as the protein powder. It's about 50 grams. I have a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, a tablespoon of ground chia seeds. I'm going to stick by that. Grinding, you have to grind the seeds. Chia, hemp, all of them, they don't get broken down in your stomach unless they're ground. So you get the most out of it. You get the most omega-3 availability if you grind the seeds first. And a teaspoon of baking powder. I finally restocked my baking powder. I have a teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon, I think, of vanilla. And like 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt because I already have, the baking powder has a little salt in it, I think. So just a little salt to balance the flavor. And then 2 eggs. And depending on how liquidy the consistency is, I may add some of the water that I use to steam my sweet potatoes because I need, you know what the batter consistency is you need. It's got to be a little runny, so I have this teeny tiny waffle iron I just bought because it was so cute. It's a little heart. I didn't actually know it was going to be that small. So I could make like 15 waffles or something, 16 waffles out of that. So I'm going to make four mini waffles will be a serving. But I'm not going to make you see all the waffle preps, just one. Let's just puree this for now. Okay. It is not liquidy enough, I don't think. Add a little bit of liquid. It's more like cake batter than waffle batter. All right, try this again. A little more, I don't know. And then I may never get to post this video at all if it doesn't work out, and I'll have to try it again. But I'd rather try it and get a video out of it because I just keep moving forward. I don't like to keep retrying things unless it's like a total failure. All right, we're gonna put a little oil in our waffle iron. They say to use cooking spray, but I don't use cooking sprays. I've had some of those cooking spray atomizers before, but that's a lot of oil. But I didn't really like it. This morning I went for a run because the gym was closed. Merry Christmas from Santa Monica. Out for a run. It's a beautiful morning. Have fun. Which is nice. I forgot how much I love to run. A couple days a week I'll run to the gym if I feel, I don't know, it's like a mental preparation thing. Sometimes I ride my bike just because I feel like it takes me, it's like quicker. It is quicker, but it's such a short distance that it's not significantly quicker. It might take me maybe 12 minutes to run there or 7 minutes to ride my bike. I mean, it's like a 5-minute difference. So because it's such a short distance. So I don't know. I got to start running again. But that going to the gym is going in one direction. I live in an amazing location on the beach and on the beach path. So I will go out my front door and I'll turn left to go to the gym, and I'm heading towards Venice, and it feels like a little more chaotic in that direction. I'm really sensitive to like energy of people and surroundings and even like the winding of the path. But when I go just for a run, I'll go to the right towards Malibu, and it is very serene and peaceful. And I actually had stopped running, and because they're doing construction on the beach path, but now a lot of it's done. I've never made waffles. My dad used to make them all the time. All right, let's see what happens here. I don't even know how long to wait. Door to the right towards Malibu. It is just like a much more mind calming, Zen-like experience, and it makes me just want to keep running. So I did 5 miles, and I haven't run 5 miles in I don't even know how long, because when I go to the gym, it's maybe 1.5 miles, and then on my way back, I sometimes will go to yoga. So then I might run 2.5 miles total. I guess it doesn't tell me how long to cook it. Let me see. It doesn't say. All right, let's just check it out. Oh my God, it's so cute. I did it. Yay. I love it. Look at that. It's a cute little waffle. I think it's done. And you're not supposed to use metal to remove it because it can damage the surface of the waffle iron. I think it's done. Huh. Is it done? Let's see. Might have been able to use a little more time. Let's see. Oh no, it looks like it's pretty done. Maybe a little crispier next time. All right, let's try another one. That was fun. As I was running, I would just think a lot about some changes that are going on in my life and things that I'm going to be working a little less, but how it's a good thing because I want more time to work on my passion, which is this kind of stuff, nutrition and fitness and recipes. I mean, my job is nutrition, but it's just not the exact concentration I want it to be. So I'd rather work on recipes and making videos and doing workouts and trying to help inspire people. I think that when you have a goal, that you should try and just put more energy into that goal, even if it's in little increments, even if it's not perfect. That's why I make videos on the fly, because if I put too much time and energy into thinking about it, then it won't get done. Like if I think about making the perfect video and having the perfect spiel and little sound bites, and I've been criticized for not having perfect sound bites by somebody who wasn't a nice person. I still feel like I have information to provide even if it's not in the perfect sound bite. So I'm not going to let that hinder me. Let's see how this is. So don't let the fact that you don't think you have 2 hours in the day to work out be a factor in not working out. It's good. It needs a little time. It's really good. I just might let it get a little more crispy next time. So my point is that no matter how much time you have, just try to do something on most days. So I was thinking about how to break down the fitness routine for you. And when I worked with my trainer Simon, we did a little routine for my egg segment that we could do in 12 minutes, and it involved a push, a pull, and a squat. So those are 3 of the main exercises you can do, but there's actually 2 others. So pushing is like push-ups, pulling is pull-ups, but it could also be a row. We did a row. A squat is one exercise. I think they talk about with squats you incorporate your knees, so I think lunges also count. That one's a little better. And then, oh, that was perfect actually. Let's see. And then 2 other elements are the hinge and the gait. So gait is like walking or running. See, there we go. Perfect little heart-shaped waffles. High protein. So 4 of these should make 1 serving. And it's 24 grams of protein, so 6 grams each, 224 calories. 56 calories. I did it. 56 calories each, 6 grams of protein each for mini ones. Or you take the whole recipe that I'm going to post and you'll divide it by 4, 224 calories, 24 grams of protein. All right, I'm going to have to edit this one. I guess that's it. Merry Christmas. Get out there and be active and do your push, pull. So push-ups, pull-ups or rows. Squats are sitting in a chair. Hinges is just like bending at the waist, okay? Oh, so that's engaging your hips. Okay, that's just one example of a hinge. And then gait is just walking or running, just to focus on using your muscles, using your lower body. I think that's it. All right. Merry Christmas. Just do it. Take the stairs. It counts. I'm thinking waffles. All right. Almost there. This is fun. Okay. Keep going.